Hi everybody, it's Justin with Epic Game Time, and I'm bringing you Abzan tokens in Standard. This deck is awesome. I've had a lot of fun with it. It's competitive. It's the deck that Sam Black played at the Pro Tour with a couple of adjustments. It's not the exact same deck, but it is quite close. We're going to go over it. I think this deck, again, is quite highly competitive, and I really hope you all get a chance to play it at your local F&M, or maybe even at a Star City event. Alright, let's go ahead and start with the lands first. We have our 4 Blooming Marsh. Actually, let's go ahead and hit our preview panel here, because that is going to be great. Alright, so we have our Blooming Marshes, 4 of those, 4 of the Concealed Courtyard, 3 Evolving Wilds, 1 Forest, 2 Fortified Village, 3 Plains, 2 Scattered Groves, 2 Shambling Vents, 1 Swamp, and 2 Westvale Abbeys. Westvale Abbeys are important. They're one of your win conditions. I have lost track of how many games now that I've won by just playing 5 dudes out, like a 3-Bit Inspector, a couple Blister Pods, Anointed Priest, and then randomly just being Sacred Cat, and then randomly being able to just flip Normandal and win. Really good. So 24 lands. Sam Black played 25. I haven't had any land issues yet. You'll notice that a lot of white sources. So this deck is white-black mostly with a green splash. So let's go ahead and go on to the creatures. We have 4 Sacred Cats. Sacred Cat, the big thing here, it's a 1/1 for lifelink for 1 white. Not exciting. The exciting part is the Embalm. Exile this card from your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of it. Except it's a white zombie cat, that doesn't matter. The big thing is, it's a token. That'll come in just a little bit later. 3-Bit Inspector creates a colorless clue token. And it's just a great 1-drop. 3-Bit Inspector has been for a while now. We're running the full 4 Fatal Push. It's just so good. Grabs Long Tusk Cubs, grabs Rogue Refiners. In this deck, you can hit Revolt quite easily. So it grabs a lot of your problem early aggressive starts, and it's great against Mardu vehicles. We have our 3 Blister Pods. Once this creature dies, it becomes a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion creature token. Plus, and that you can sack that token for mana, so it's a touch ramp here. Blister Pods have been great so far. Now, here is the special creature in the deck. This is my favorite creature, and to me, this is what makes the deck good. We're running 4 Anointed Priest. Whenever a creature token enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life. Okay, well, we have a lot of tokens going on, so you're going to gain 1 life, but the big thing here is it's Embalm. So if you can get this card in the graveyard and have it come back for 4, it'll come back as a token. So it'll gain life, and then any other token that comes into play, it'll gain life. Now again, remember all that token strategy, it's going to come up again. Cryptolith Right, this card has been fine. 3, I might actually consider going down to 2, but 3 right now is fine. Creatures you control have tap, add 1 mana to your of any color to your mana pool. Just a nice way to accelerate into the rest of our enchantments. Hidden Stockpile, this card is awesome. It is the enchantment for a white and a black. Revolt at the beginning of your end step. If a permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. And pay 1, sacrifice a creature, scry 1. This helps fix the top of our deck. It also helps us create creature tokens. Overwhelm Mystery, also another one. I would actually not play this deck if this card was not in it. This card helps make this deck. It helps, it's kind of one of the Tron, if you will, Tron pieces that really make it good. So, Tuna Green enchantment. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, investigate to create an artifact token, a clue token rather. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Alright, well, Sacred Cat dies, we want that to die, we want Blister Pot to die, and we want Anointed Priest to die. That's really good. And then 3-Bit Inspector creates clues, also, so that just synergy all around, and it creates a 1/1 white soldier creature token. So all of our cards are creating tokens or removing something or ramping us. Then we have 2 Anguish Unmakings. And this is just honestly, this is here for Marvel. It's good against every other deck, but what it's there for is if your opponent is able to just turn for Ulamog you, this gives you a little bit of a fighting chance to get the Ulamog off the board and run him over. So Ulamog's casting trigger won't matter that much against this deck because there's just so many pieces, and losing 1 or 2 pieces doesn't kill your deck. So that's what these two are in here for. Against Mardu or other decks, it's just great tempo. Then we have, actually, let's go to Gideon first. So 2 Gideon, ally of Zendikar. We're playing white, so Gideon is probably a good idea to play. We're playing 2, and in this deck, Gideon really matters because it creates a 2/2 white knight ally creature token. And this is the mode you're most likely going to be using. Of course, you can make him a dude and start swinging if you have to. The emblem's fine, but not necessary. It's the 0, create a 2/2 white knight ally creature token that's really going to matter here. And this is why. Anointed Precession. This is what the deck does. 3 and a white, enchantment. If an effect will create 1 or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many tokens instead. Hello, doubling season. So, when Sacred Cat comes back with Embalm, if you have an Anointed Precession out, you're getting 2 Sacred Cat tokens. If Thraben Inspector comes down, you're getting 2 clues. When Blister Pod pops, you're getting 2 Scions. See where I'm going with this? If you somehow manage to Revolt, which is super easy in this deck, you're getting 2 Servos. One thing I love doing is Anointed Precession into Gideon. You're 0, pay 4, 0 loyalty, create 2 2/2 white knight ally tokens. You thought Gideon was bad before. And then Anointed Priest. If you can get an Anointed Priest 2 out, the life gain starts becoming silly. With 2 Anointed Priest out, the way it works is, let's say a Sacred Cat comes into play after an Anointed Precession, and you have 2 priests. Both tokens come into play. 1 token triggers 2 Anointed Priest triggers. The second token triggers 2 Annoy. So you're gaining 4 life for 1 white. The deck has a ton of value, and it's all based around Anointed Precession. Do you have to use Anointed Precession to win? No. You can just overrun your opponent with tokens and with just valuing them out. Of course, West Alibi is a great way to close games and win too. But boy, oh boy, this is like the win condition. This is where you want to be. This card is awesome. So that's the main deck. Let's go ahead and let me pull this over here and let's look at the side deck. The sideboard is 3 Lost Legacy and 3 Dispossess. Both of these cards, let's go into our opponent's library and hand and graveyard and pull out unwanted artifacts or unwanted non-artifact, non-land cards. Lost Legacy doing the latter. Dispossess is our answer against Marvel. If we can turn 3, hit them with a Dispossess, take away Aetherworks Marvel, their deck is stripped and it's much, much harder for them to win. Believe it or not, our deck against a Marvel, just a plain Marvel, or rather Teamer energy deck, totally, we're good against that. Because they don't have any trample. So we can just make tokens for days, wait until we get a couple Anointed Precessions out, some Anointed Priests, and we can just start swelling and creating and doing that critical mass thing. Lost Legacy is great against Marvel as well, because you can just take their Ulamog, start ripping their deck apart. Lost Legacy is great against, and Dispossess is also great against blue-red control, which is a big thing right now. You can take out their Gear Hulks, you can take out their Glimmers, you can take out their Sweltering Suns, all of that, all the above, really. Grasp of Darkness is there against Mardu vehicles. You still have to be aware of that deck. It's also really good against zombies. Your second Anguish Unmaking, if I'm playing against Aetherworks Marvel, I'll usually pull out all 6 of these and 2 of these. Dusk to Dawn has been an all-star. Dusk to Dawn is really just against the aggro decks in the format lately. I've used it against zombies to some because of how many lords they have now. Be it Metallic Mimic and the other Lord. Either way, they get big. Dusk handles zombies quite well. Dusk also handles anything that's running Glorybringer, like big red green energy decks. The Dark Scheme Sultai deck, it's really good against. So it's in there to kind of shore up those matchups. Alright, everyone. Well, this has been Abzan Tokens. I really hope you get a chance to play it. It's a lot of fun, and it's the real deal. It's another option in Standard that you can attack the format and hopefully do good with. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the subscribe button below. Also catch the next video coming up. I'm Justin for Epic Game Time. You've been my Epic viewers. I hope you all do something epic today. Thank you.